Hello to the people on the replay, on the replay, on the replay. I know y'all going, what are you doing live today? Well, I'm going to be doing my weekly beauty picks, and I just find that video boring while I'm here by myself, picking it out, putting on makeup. Um, so that's what I'm going to just pick them on my live. It's only going to be about a 30-minute live just until I get my makeup done, and then, we got to start making that Easter dinner. If I can get in here, I better turn it down. Okay. So hello everybody. Happy Easter. I don't expect many people to show up because nobody knows I'm here. Surprise. So I'm just going through my weekly beauty picks to pick out what it is I'm going to be wearing this week. Starting with foundation and concealer and primer if I can find it. I'm trying to keep it all organized. And hi Vanessa. Hi Lana. Hi there, I do. How are you? Wow, I didn't think anybody was really going to show up because I didn't plan a live. Hi, Seoban, how are you? Happy Easter, everybody. How's your day? Tell me, what are you doing? What are you cooking? What are you eating? I'm picking my primer first, and God help me, I hope it's a moisturizing primer because, oh my Lanta, my skin, using that retinol, oh, my skin is so dry. I legit had to put oil all over my face before I can put anything on my face. It's so dry, and I don't often wear oil because it makes me break out. Your day is going relaxing. Awesome. Lana's having turkey tomorrow. Hi, Cosmic Slice. How are you? I'm hoping it's a hydrating primer that I picked out. What is this? Vitamin Glow Smashbox. Okay, so that's hydrating. I think I'm going to put some First Aid Beauty Primer on before I do the other one because my skin is like, the dry spots are everywhere from that It Cosmetics retinol. It's got my skin is a mess. I haven't touched it in over a week. Hello, boo-boo. I haven't put any of that stuff on in over a week. I still want to continue to use it because I know they say that happens sometimes with retinol, right? So I'm waiting for this to clear up before I put it on again, but I only use it once a week. Oh my goodness, look at all the people that's here. Sometimes when things aren't planned, you never know what could happen. You're having ham and potatoes today? Oh, that's yummy. How do you do your ham glaze? I do a pineapple ham glaze and brown sugar and maple syrup. Do you do a ham glaze? Oh, my skin is so dry. Oh my goodness. You're just washing your blender full? I want one of those so bad. Hi, Jaja. Did our girls do anything for... Yeah, so listen to this, okay? So we went out yesterday and grabbed some things for the kids, the Easter eggs and stuff like that. And Madison was with us. So I had said to the girls, Savannah's almost 14, she'll be 14. Oh my God, in like 10 days, I guess, on the 15th, she'll be 14. I don't know what the date is today, but she'll be 14 on the 15th. And well, Maddie is almost 11, so that, they know that it's not the Easter Bunny, that it's us, right? So I say to the girls, I mean, does the Easter Bunny really have to come to the house this year? And they're like, yeah, the Easter Bunny still has to come to the house. And I'm like, okay. So Madison was with us yesterday when we went to the store to grab some stuff. And they went to bed last night. Ian and I hid away all the eggs around the apartment and stuff. And then we got other little things that we had in our basket, like some socks and little things like that. And here they are this morning. Ian's up at 8 o'clock out in the living room. He's not making any noise. I'm in here not making any noise. And we're thinking the kids are sleeping. Meanwhile, they've been awake since 8 in the room waiting for us to come and get them. Because the rule was always Christmas, Easter Bunny when they were younger, do not come out of your room until we come get you, right? So they're in the room for 2 hours thinking we're sleeping. And they don't want to leave the room because we haven't come get them because that's what the rule always been. So at 10 o'clock, Savannah's like, I'm hungry, Maddie. I have to go get some food. I can't wait any longer. So she walks out and sees Ian on the couch and she's like, Daddy, how long have you been awake? You were supposed to come get us, right? And I just thought, oh my goodness, 14, almost 14 years old, and they're still playing by the rules. I'm going, okay, I think we're doing a good sometimes. Sometimes I'm wondering if we're doing all right as parents, but some other times I'm like, okay, I guess we're doing good sometimes, right? Oh, you do the mustard brown sugar. Yes, I put mustard brown sugar in mine. Maple syrup and pineapples in my glaze. So good. So this is Smashbox Vitamin Glow. Anybody else having anything different for their dinner today? Because I know usually Easter it's turkey and ham. I might do something tomorrow. Um, I don't know what. I think we're having turkey today. But I'm not really a fan of turkey. I prefer either ham or beef. But Ian loves his turkey. And I'm like, I'm not really a fan of a turkey. I like chicken, not really a fan of turkey because it's such a big dinner to make, right? And I can't make it like my mom. Like I can eat my mom's turkey dinner all day long, but it's like I can't make it like my mom does. Um, you're making a pot roast, Cosmic. Nicoletta, you're having homemade pizzas? Yummy. That sounds like a plan. I was thinking of maybe doing lasagna or something, but we already did that Friday. We had lasagna on Friday. There's I don't know if I know I mentioned it before. No, I feel like I have way too much primer now on my face, but it's good. It's hydrating because my skin is brutal. I know I mentioned it before. That YouTube channel, Recipe 30. Oh my God, guys, I cannot tell you how many recipes I have made from that YouTube channel. So freaking good. And I find with recipes too, like, you make it the first time. You kind of got to make a recipe, I think, sometimes at least 2 or 3 times to tweak it the way you want it, and to get the taste to come out the way you know it should. Um, at least that's the way I am because I never make it properly the first time. But this one YouTube channel for the recipes, there's a couple of the recipes that I made that came out good the first time, right? I love this YouTube channel for its recipes. Jaja, your son is 14 in the same way. He woke up early and went to the living room, but waited until you got up to look for the eggs. He's like, you can get up so I can look for the eggs. Yeah. Oh my God. Ian said the look on the kids on Savannah's face when she walked out this morning and realized that Daddy was up. I need a foundation to cover my redness, and I don't know. I just picked Givenchy, and I was looking for something that had like a neutral undertone. And besides, I wore that last week, all last week, because I just got it. So I'm going to be picking up a new one. I need something with a neutral tone, not a cool tone. Girl Ann is not, that's a neutral one, right? That's not a cool tone. Because I'm finding that the foundations, because my face is so red, that the foundations that I have, that's cool rose undertone kind of thing, it's not helping taking away some of the redness. It's making it almost a little bit more pink. So I want to wear a foundation that's more of a neutral undertone instead of the rosy tone one. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. What is this, Guerlain? Winter. Okay. What? O1N. God, I hope you're going to work. Oh, that's not it right there. I can't find anything. Good Lord. And you can probably tell a little bit how red my skin is with the ring light, but my skin, it's like Rudolph's nose. It's so red around here, my nose and here, because of the retinol, and dry. Like my eyes are even peeling, I swear to God, from this retinol. And I'm only using it once a week. So who has to work tomorrow and who don't have to work tomorrow? I know back home, Easter Monday is a holiday. Like, nobody works on Easter Monday, or at least it used to be when I was growing up. But here, people are still working on Easter Monday. Oh, crackers. I'm running out of this foundation. Oh, I mean, it's probably a good thing. I've had it for 2 years. Oh, crackers. I don't have any more of this foundation left. There's tons in the bottle still. I'm just going to have to take it out like that. But I am, wow. I mean, it's probably time for me to run out of it. You know, I've had it for 2 years, so it still smells right. It doesn't smell bad. If it smelled bad, then I would obviously throw it away. But it still smells okay, so we're still good. I think that's like one of the first bottles of foundations that I'm maybe finished in a long time, because I have a few bottles. It's nice to finally get to an end of something. You're working, Lana and Cosmic. You got to work tomorrow. Where do you girls work? Like, what's open and what province are you in? I know, Cosmic, you're here in Ontario. But I'm sure when I was growing up, Easter Monday, or maybe it was just school. You didn't have school on Easter Monday, but probably everybody else worked. That's probably what I'm thinking. Because, like, our kids don't have school on Easter Monday, right? But I think the post is going to be up and running. So if you have anything that might be delivered, it should be coming on Monday, unless it's different in little towns and stuff. But I believe the post is running on Monday. Are you going to cover my redness? Did that help? I do not understand this retinol from It Cosmetics. Don't get it. Did anybody else get that mission, the retinol from It Cosmetics? Because I had that one from Topbox, the retinol one, right, from It Cosmetics. And then I had the Juice Beauty one from Influencer. And the Influencer one the Juice Beauty didn't harm my skin at all. And I'm literally only wearing this It Cosmetics once a week for the last 4 weeks. Was your face wet or damp when you applied it? No. No, I didn't apply it until I did my eye cream. I did, I think, a toner I had there. And then I put on a heavy moisturizer. Like, I read online all the things you should be using if you, are using retinol. Like, I read all the stuff. It said do not put the retinol on until after your moisturizer. Make sure it's the last thing you put on your skin. That's what I read. So that's how I did it. And like I said, I had the Juice Beauty one, and it didn't kill my skin. I tried to look on the box for the It Cosmetics to see how much retinol was in the jar, but it didn't tell me, or I couldn't find it. It could have been my eyes weren't working that well either. What a mess I'm making with this foundation now. Oh, Lord in heaven. I don't know. You think I should just give it up and throw it out? I mean, it's an expensive foundation, so I'm going to scoop the last bit out of this. Besides, I picked it, so it's going to be what I'm going to be wearing for the whole week. So by the end of the week, it'll be done, and then I can throw it away. You like Juice Beauty? Nicoletta, you did too. You also had the Juice Beauty one, and it was great. Yeah, so you found that the Juice Beauty was so much easier to use compared to the It Cosmetics one, Nicoletti? I don't want to put too much on. Like, legit, I find when I get out of the shower, my face doesn't feel as sore. But by the end of the day, if I wear makeup and I go to do my night, skin time routine, and I'm washing the makeup off my face and stuff, my skin, oh, it's so sore. It burns. And I'm literally have to put oil all over my face. Like, I can't even put on my moisturizer until I put the oil on first. So I really like the Juice Beauty as well. It was so much easier on your face, right? I'm giving it a go because I know people say it's supposed to be really good, and I'm really trying with this It Cosmetics again. But now I don't know how long, because I haven't put it on. I put it on last Monday. And I think last Monday was the 4th week that I put it on. So I don't know if I should do it again this week or wait a week until it calms down. You find it suspicious that you can't find a full ingredient list. So you looked, Cosmic, and you can't find the full ingredient list? See, I looked on the package, the box that came in, and on the jar, and it didn't tell me how much retinol was in there. And I found that weird because usually they got the percentage. Like it told me what ingredients it was, but it didn't say the percentage. And usually most places do that, right? So I found that a little bit strange. But yeah, I'm with you. I find that a little bit suspicious as well. Okay, concealer. We're going to be using it as a ColourPop Hydro. That's good. I need some hydration because my under eye, like if you were close to me, under my eyes, it's just dry. So dry. Everything is just so dry. What did I just do with that? Oh, okay. I'm sticking it over there. Hoy vey. I wanted to, my plan was to do some spring cleaning today. And I swear to God, my back, I woke up this morning, 7 hours sleep, and my back, like I wake up, the pain in my lower back because the 2 lowest vertebrae are deteriorating. 7 hours sleep and it wakes me up. If I get more than 6 hours sleep, I wake up in so much back pain, and then my neck and shoulder, and I'm going, I have to get this done. I mean, can you hire somebody to come wash your walls and your baseboards? I almost feel bad. Like, I know there's people you can, you know, their maid service, like Molly Maid and stuff like that. But I almost feel bad going, hey, I just need you to wash my walls and the baseboards. Like the hardest thing, you know what I mean? I wonder if they do that. Like if that's a service that they offer. Because I legit would hire somebody to come and do that. Because it needs to get done. Oh my God, does it ever need to get done so bad? Hi, Miss Lorinda. Happy Easter. Yeah, you looked, Cosmic, when I had issues the first time. Right. Okay. So yeah, it's not there. That is kind of weird, isn't it? Like, what have they got in that? I wonder if we can send it, send a message to Jen Loves Reviews and say, hey, can you look into this? I mean, I know she's not an expert, but she knows some things, right? You know, like what is in this? Because I'm telling you, I don't know how anyone was able to use that and not have issues. You too, Lorinda, you want to hire a maid? I need someone just to come to wash the walls and the baseboards and get that done. I wonder how much that would cost. I mean, even if it were like $100, I think it would be $100 well spent. You sleep in weird positions, so when you wake up, the lower back can get pretty sore. It's brutal. Like, I yelled out to Ian this morning. He didn't hear me because I couldn't get out of bed. So it took me a minute to try to finagle, and Winter's literally on my head, so I'm trying not to wake him up. Like, I'd say it took me a good 10 minutes to try to get myself out of bed. And then, you know, the first thing you do in the morning is go pee, and I'm touching, like holding on to the bathtub to try to sit down on the toilet. It's brutal. Yes, exactly. Walls and baseboards. Yeah, I wonder how much that would cost. I need to find that out because I think it'll be well worth the money to spend it, you know. And then, like, even when I go and do laundry, I'm suffering from my shoulder 2 days afterwards. So I can just imagine what I put my shoulder and my back through if I'm trying to wash the walls. But I gotta get it done. I'm thinking we just gotta hire somebody, if that's possible. What am I putting on next? Bronzer. See, Ipsy bag comes in handy for something. What is going on with this whole James Charles stuff? Oh my goodness. Complex Culture is the bronzer. Oh, perfect. The bronzer and a blush. I haven't pulled that one out in a while. Did the girl get, yes, they got tons of chocolate. Ian went a little bit nuts on the chocolate. Seriously. He had, I don't know how many bags, of the chocolate balls, all different kinds and stuff, and then the hearts, and oh, he went a little bit nuts on it. When I walked out last night and he was getting ready to put it all around, and I'm going, do we really need to like open up all these bags? We opened up every bag of chocolate he had. It was insane. You wouldn't believe the amount of balls that was around this house. Savannah's got our hallway full of her paintings. So I took the last bag. I'm going, I don't know where else to put this, right? So I'm putting a little ball on every painting. And then Winter is having the time of his life because he's going around knocking everything apart, knocking all the balls off everywhere. This is the Complex Culture blush and bronzer. This is very nice. I'm not too gone over the eyeshadow palette that I got from them. I was thinking of getting the last one that they had for an add-on on Ipsy, but I didn't do it in February because it had darker colors. Did anyone get it? And is it better than the first one? You know, that Ipsy palette? It's very pretty packaging. The Ipsy palette that we were able to get, I think it was in December, the eyeshadow palette where the colors were very, very light, not a lot of pigment. But then in February, they had another palette we were able to get as an add-on, and the colors were darker. Did anyone get that? And how does it compare if you got two to the first one that we were able to get as an add-on? Because I've seen like a few people selling it. Oh my gentle Lord, what am I doing with my makeup? It's like I got a big streak of darkness right there. I've seen a few people selling theirs. Yeah, it's very pretty. How much was this as an add-on? I think it was a $12 add-on from Ipsy. But I know they also had the little deluxe sizes come out too of the blush and the bronzer. Oh, my gentle Lord. I got a big ring of brown all around my face. Do you see that? I got to blend that in. That looks terrible. Holy, that looks terrible. Yeah, it's very pretty. Nice packaging. So what are you guys doing today? What's going on in your house? What is everyone doing? You used to go all out for your girls too, right down to the bunny prints everywhere. Oh, that's cute. You know, the one thing, because we never hid the eggs outside. I think we did one when we lived in Coburg, when we had the house, but other than that, we've always been in apartments, right? So it was always hiding the eggs in the house, and I've never boiled the eggs and painted them. Or we would, buy those ones at the dollar store, those eggs, and you put a couple eggs in it and plant those around the house. But something I never did was boil and paint them. They probably would have liked that. I never grew up doing that. Like I said in my live last night, we were too poor that Mom was like, no. To her, that would have been a waste of eggs, right? So we couldn't do that growing up. You just finished cleaning and now it's time to take your meds and chill. Awesome. Good for you. What is everyone else doing? What's going on in your house? My kids are in the bedroom, probably in a chocolate coma. Ian's out in the living room. Oh, I think I got it. Okay, I toned that down. I think that looks better. My face is so dry. We're going to try that blush. Let's see here. Yeah, so does anybody know or do you guys know what's going on with this whole James Charles thing? And, do you think anything is going to come out of it if you've been keeping up with it? I don't know. It's a little bit crazy to me. You're doing some organizing and having coffee. You ordered one of the Odin's Eye mystery box. How much was it, Cosmic? I forgot. Was it Lana? Lana, did you mention that last night, the Odin mystery box? Somebody mentioned it last night, and I forgot to look it up. Hi, Luminary Goddess. You're cleaning up. You're alone for the holiday, watching the chipmunks. Oh, that's so cute. I love the chipmunks. You know, how come they haven't come out with the chipmunks eyeshadow palette? You know, right? Or the Smurfs. I mean, granted, it'd probably be like a lot of blue, but, right, you know, or Three's Company. They came out with Friends. Now they're coming out with Lizzie What's her name. I mean, I was way too old for that show. I think I was in college for that one. So I don't know who the hell that is. But what about Three's Company? I think that'd be great. I think people go crazy to see some Three's Company, you know? Um, it's like they forget about the 80s. I mean, I know they've done all the Disney. Disney is overdone, I think. Oh my God. It's like every brand, Disney is collabing with every brand out there. Have you guys noticed that? It came to about $40 Canadian and you got free shipping. I'm going to have to look into that because you said it was eyeshadow palettes and stuff, right, Cosmic? Odin. I need to look into that. Your kids were younger. We never hid eggs, really. The kids put a hat under the dining room table and you filled the hats. Interesting. Your daughter is 27 and you still give her a giant Kinder Egg every Easter. I never heard of that tradition before. So you would put a hat under the table and then fill the hat with eggs? Like would the hat be already filled when the kids got up in the morning? What were your traditions as a kid for Easter? Like what did your parents do? Because everyone's got different traditions. I never heard of that one before. You never had an Easter egg hunt until 1 year your husband did it for you, Lana. Oh, that's sad, Lana. Okay, so I don't need blush because I just used that one. I'm doing the highlight now. Oh, that's nice that he's done that for you. Kazik said they have small and large palettes. They look pretty and you wanted to try them. I'm going to have to look that up. Ofra Sea Shimmer. That's the highlight we're going to be using. God, what is her name? Laura Lee had mystery boxes. I wanted to get one, but, you know, we got to think about duties, right? There was 150, 160. Where is this freaking highlight? One of her boxes was $50. One was $60, and the other one was $75. And it looks like there's going to be a lot of great stuff in the boxes. You know, no matter which one you got, I think every box is going to have 3 eyeshadow palettes. And I was debating on it. But then I went, you know what? Tracking or duties, it's going to be insane. Because you know we're going to get hit with duties. And you still had to pay $14 for shipping. Is this it? I'm looking for, what is it called? Sea Shimmer. Right in front of my eyes, right here. So I passed on it. But, man, I tell you, whoever got that mystery box, I think they're going to have some really good items. I really wanted that one. Yes, I heard of Glitz Glam. Didn't I? No. What was that box called that I got? Wasn't that Glitz Glam, the box that I got that sent me the broken eyeshadow palette? I can't remember. I need to put this somewhere, and I don't know where to put it. Stay right here. I can't remember the name of that box that I got back in June. It was a Canadian box. God, I don't remember what it was called now. It's a Canadian box, and they sent me a broken eyeshadow palette and wouldn't replace it, and won't replace it unless I resubscribe. Even though that was the first box I got. I got 2 boxes. I got the June one and the August one because I think they come out every 2 months. But they won't replace the broken eyeshadow unless I go back and subscribe, because they were supposed to send it to me in the second box and they didn't, and I ended up canceling. What? Okay, so yeah, no, it's not that one. I think I get an email for the Glitz Glam box. Do you think it's good, Lorinda? Oh, they still have them available? Okay, Lana. You'd like to see collabs with 80s bands like Duran Duran and Culture Club? My neighbor, just before I went live, like in the apartment next to me, she was listening to Whitney. I mean, my God, these apartments, I'm telling you, our neighbors must not like me and sometimes, I tell you, because you can hear everything through the freaking walls. She had Whitney blasting just before I went live. And I was wondering, going, oh my God, I wonder if they're going to like shut me down because of the copyright claims and stuff, right? If you were able to hear it, because it was literally blasting. It was like I had it on. But she shut it down. Maybe she heard me talking and shut it down. I don't know. Apartments, man, you can hear everything. Who else would you like to see a collab with in the 80s? Cosmic said Duran Duran and Culture Club. Who else? Lana said you got the big one. You were debating about getting the small one too. So the small one was almost $40 Canadian. Nicoletti said, yes, we filled the hat after the kids went to bed. It came from your husband's family. Your parents did egg hunts when you were a kid. That's really interesting. I never heard of that before. Kazakh, you thought about getting the big one, but you didn't want to pay the duty. You got the small box. It's an excellent cost, but the shipping is insane. Oh, another one of those boxes, Lorinda. You always forget the duties, right? I was thinking maybe she is a subscriber. She is actually. Every now and then I know she'll catch one of my lives because I'll see her and she'll be like, oh, I caught your live the other day, or I watched your video the other day. She's a beautiful girl. Flock of Seagulls hair care. Tiffany. Ha! Oh, I loved Belinda Carlisle. I think I was more of a fan of Belinda Carlisle than I was of Tiffany. But, I mean, Pat Benatar, Janet Jackson, Tina Turner, oh, the ladies of the 80s. And then you got all those, you know, Journey. I think Journey was one of the best bands of the 80s for their love songs. Journey had some beautiful... Steve Perry's voice, you cannot beat that voice. I heard one of his songs the other day that I haven't heard in a long time and literally still got goosebumps. You know, they don't make music like that anymore. I got a shiny nose. They don't make music like that anymore where you get goosebumps when you listen to it. Steve Perry, can't be beat. Cyndi Lauper would be cool. Loved Cyndi Lauper. Debbie Gibson, Electric Youth, right? Every time I think of Debbie Gibson, I think of the electric blue eyeliner that everybody wore in the 80s. I always wore brown, but everybody loved. I know my sister, she loved that eyeliner, but she had brown eyes as well. Winter, Ian! He locked Winter in the bathroom. He's just going to scratch on that door like crazy. Okay, I need an eyeshadow palette. Now that I got my highlights. Better keep that out so I know what I'm wearing. Oh my God. I'm going to be yelling. Hold on a minute. Cover your ears. Baby cakes! He locked Winter in the bathroom. Hold on, everybody. Joan Jett, yes. Oh, my Queen would be epic. Queen would, oh, I love Queen. Left cat in bathroom. Oh, I got my knife set today, everybody. I'm going to show you a picture. So this is the knife set that I won on the Facebook page. Really good. I got that today. Really, really good knives. They look like they're decent knives. I'm excited to use those. Okay, I might be lagging behind now. Yes, a Queen collab. Oh my, Freddie Mercury, right? That was his last name, Freddie Mercury. Oh, his voice. He was so, like, the talent. You can't beat that talent. I'm going to try this primer, the Urban Decay primer, I think, on your eyes. Has anyone tried this? What do you think of it? I'm missing the, oh, Winter, wait, Daddy's coming. I hope he's coming. Oh, he didn't even get that message. Um, I gotta call him. Hold on, everyone. I gotta call Ian now because he left the cat in the bathroom. Band collabs would actually make sense. They were known for the look, right? Here's a question: what companies should do the band collabs? Um, Interesting question. I mean, you're right there. Why can't you answer my phone? Hello? Am I gonna have to call my house phone? What's my house number? I don't know what my house number is. We have a house line for people to buzz up. I found it. I couldn't even tell you what that number is, though. Now I heard phone ringing. You can hear Winter scratching on the door, right? Um, John, can someone come let Winter out of my bathroom? He's scratching on the door and I'm live. Okay, thanks. God love my nephew. Okay, hold on. I gotta go back on me again. Thank you, Jakey. Wet and Wild would be cool. Um, God, who just NYX? Well, I would think that would kind of be like NYX, Wet and Wild. I mean, we can say ColourPop, but I don't know. ColourPop, I think ColourPop is too young to appreciate. ColourPop is too young, I think, to appreciate the 80s music. But I can see that. Wet and Wild, NYX. I mean, even Elf, right? I don't know about the bigger brands. Who does collabs? Like Hourglass doesn't do collabs. Benefit doesn't do that stuff, do they? Or It Cosmetics? I mean, Too Faced, they should do something like that to get them out of their teddy bear phase. I was trying to call you. The cat was stuck in the bathroom, scratching on the door. Because I swear, like, every time you see something new coming out from Too Faced, it's about teddy bears or that scent. Oh my God, that October scent or fall scent. What is it? The lattes. Ah, oh God, what is it called? Isn't there cinnamon in it or something? Who did the, oh, Urban Behavior? Is that what? No, Urban Decay. Urban Behavior, listen to me. See, Urban Decay did the Game of Thrones collab, and their packaging of that was gorgeous. I really wanted that stuff. I didn't get any. Did anyone ever buy any of that? You know, the Game of Thrones collab that Urban Decay did? I thought the packaging was stunning for that. Hey, Mom. Yes, baby? I don't know. Go ask Daddy. I don't think it's warm enough. I swear to God, my kids will wear shorts if it's 0 below. Seriously, in the minuses if I don't stop them. ColourPop Double Entendre is what I'm going to be using. Right, let's find that one. Here we go. Oh my God, I got to go through my stuff. I got to have some kind of a sale or something again. Yeah, so did anyone ever get that Game of Thrones stuff? I thought the packaging was gorgeous. But Too Faced is stuck on teddy bears. Teddy bears and ginger spice, whatever it's called. Besame does Disney collabs, but specialize in color matching vintage colors. Besame, I've never heard of them, Nicoletti. They could be cool with a band collab. I've never heard of them, Besame. I think for sure Queen. Oh my God, somebody just said one. Queen would be a great band. There was another one, like an epic one. What the heck was it? Somebody had said it. Prince, you know, you heard the packaging was only good. Oh, was the only good thing about the Game of Thrones? Okay. Joan Jett, yes. Queen Joan Jett. I mean, would you be able to do a Prince collab, that he's passed? Right? I mean, there's always Elvis, you know? Like Dolly Parton. What about Dolly Parton? I love Dolly Parton. Dolly's awesome. She's fabulous. This is double entendre. I'm just going for a little light look today. I love this from ColourPop. Again. See, I don't know. It's like the old 12 pans from ColourPop. Or if you're going to get like an old 9 pan from ColourPop, like their brown sugar, that's a 9 pan palette, right? But it's a couple of years ago. Good quality. I find that their 9 pans that they come out with now, the quality is not that great. But if you can get like an old 9 pan palette from a few years ago, I find some of those qualities to be good. Because I know I have like the brown sugar one, and I really enjoy that one. I think there's another one too that I have that I grabbed 2 or 3 years ago. And the quality is good, but did anyone get the, I think it was called the Wild Child from ColourPop and the Wine and Dine one? Because I love the colors in that, but it was 9 pan. One of them was a 9 pan, so I was like, no, you know what? I might not want to get it. Did anyone get those? Sony Music has Prince's name and everything locked up pretty tight. Okay, yeah. He was another brilliant artist. Like Elton John, brilliant artist, right? I wasn't really a Beatles fan. I was born in the 70s. My music was in the 80s, so some 70s music I wasn't into. I think I prefer 60s and 50s over the 70s. Didn't really like 70s music. Like, I know people really like the Beatles, Pink Floyd, Tragically Hip. I didn't really like them. I can probably sing every word to every song, but they weren't, that kind of music wasn't, I wasn't into. I mean, I loved AC/DC, but I don't think I'd be able to listen to their album over and over. But if you hear the song at a party or something like that, right? Beatles' Yellow Submarine would be cool. So would an Elvis one. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of themes. Oh my God. They'll probably come up with the Backstreet Boys next, something like that. Guaranteed. If they wanted to do something 80s, they'd probably do like the Backstreet Boys or New Kids on the Block, if that haven't been done already. Because I know they came up with Friends, but now Friends was in the 90s, the early 90s. Or when did Friends start exactly? Because I remember watching it when I was in grade 11 and 12. And they were on for almost 10 years, right? So when did they start? Did they begin in the 80s or was it in the 90s? Or like, Days of Our Lives. Are there still soap operas anymore on TV?
I think there is.
You think so? Days of Our Lives, Another World, All My Children, General Hospital. Do you guys remember those shows? Are they still around?
How I Met Your Mother is around.
Yeah, that's not a soap opera.
What's a soap opera?
You're Madison asked me what's a soap opera. Like you just don't know. I can't explain it. It was a TV show in the afternoon. There were a whole bunch of shows in the afternoon. They were all called soap operas. And it was just a drama that went every day about maybe a couple of families. There was usually a hospital involved. Guaranteed there was always a hospital involved.
You know where I get socks are?
Then they were on for decades, right? You think a couple are still on? Really? I had no idea. I tell you, my mom, that generation, I think they loved their soap operas. I remember watching General Hospital, Another World in General Hospital, because that was on when I got home from school. Um, and, you know, it was a treat if you got to watch Days of Our Lives if you were homesick from school. Anybody else? Essence just did a Disney Princess collab just this past week. Ariel, Snow White, and Sleeping Beauty, but it doesn't ship to Canada. Oh, that's crazy. Right? Yeah, what is up with that? Why won't it ship to Canada? But then again, like I said, Disney, they're collabing with everybody, every company out there. Now it's Essence. It's almost a little bit overdone. You know what I mean? But I guess maybe, you know, Disney is open in Florida, right? I think, isn't it? Florida's all open, so maybe they need the money. You think a couple are still on Young and Restless? Wow. Is Victor Kiriakis still there? Oh my God, that show is so old. Like, that show started in the 60s. And can you imagine, like, some of the actors and actresses on that show, like, literally grew up, lived their whole life, and passed away on that show? That's crazy, right? My mom was a big, so my mom didn't really watch All My Children. She watched Young and Restless, Days of Our Lives, but I think she was more of a Days of Our Lives fan, and Another World, because that's what it was called, right? Another World. Days of Our Lives, Another World, and General Hospital. Wasn't there another one that was on the same time as General Hospital? Hi, Jen B. Yes, it is crazy. Just for the cool graphic options, Kiss would be awesome. Yes. Your husband's grandmother still watches daily. No way, Nicoletti. Happy Easter, Jen B. All My Children. Yup. Oh, and that's still on TV, All My Children? Or was that the one that was on the same time as General Hospital? So Days of Our Lives is no longer still on. Right now we know that Young and Restless is still on. Remember, what was the name? Bo and Hope. Hope and Bo. I liked, oh my God, the couple. Was her name Kim? She was a sister of Bo, but it was her first husband. Was his name Eric or something? Eric? He had an accent. Thank you, Jen B. AMC used to be on at 1 and General Hospital was on at 3. Right. So at home, and All My Children would be on at 2:30 and General Hospital came on at 4:30. 4:30, 5 o'clock, something like that. And for us, see, I think Young and Restless came on at 1 and Days of Our Lives came on at 2. And then I think there was The Bold and the Beautiful or something, and my mom didn't watch that. So then she'd make dinner, and then there would be Another World while she was making dinner, and then General Hospital. That was, I think, her day. Yeah, Bold and Beautiful. Yeah, right? Because I think that's all of them. I think we got them covered. All My Children, Days of Our Lives, Young and Restless, Bold and Beautiful. I mean, then there was obviously the Dynasty, One Life to Live. Yes, that one. Mom never watched that one either. She didn't get into those. You know, you only watched what your mom watched, right? Because you didn't get the TV. One Life to Live, Bold and Beautiful, Another World, All My Children, General Hospital, Days of Our Lives. And then we had Dynasty and Dallas, right? I don't I kind of recall those shows, but it's like they went off the air. I don't think my mom really watched those. Do I have plans today? No, love, just a little bit of dinner. I was actually supposed to be doing spring cleaning, but I gave up on that thought when my stomach or my back and my shoulder um, have been throbbing since I got up this morning. Oh my God, my eyeshadow looks so dry on my eyes. Knots Landing, Falcon Crest. Oh my goodness. Loving and Ryan's Hope. Oh my, I totally forgot about those ones. Turkey is for dinner. What are you having for dinner, Jen? Can't make turkey like my mom. Yeah, we're really showing our ages, aren't we? If there's anybody young, anybody under the age of 40 here going, what are they talking about? Like Maddie had no idea what a soap opera was.
Yeah, because I'm 10 years old.
Yep. The fun part about staying home from school when you were a kid, if you were sick, was you got to watch those shows. I swear it was like mom would have not a party, but a couple of her friends would come over, like the neighbors, you know, when their favorite show came on while we were in school, or they'd be on the phone talking about it during the commercial break. Especially on, I think it was Days of Our Lives. Was it Marlena on Days of Our Lives who had a twin or something, like an evil twin or something like that? Or Stefano Caracas came back on the show, because you always knew that he was coming back. That man never died at all. Every time they thought he was dead, a couple of years later, he'd be back on the show again. You want to eventually do a declutter? Declutters are smart. I mean, I'm getting to use stuff that I haven't used in a long time. What mascara are we going to be using? Leftover turkey for your dinner. Cosmic said Fridays for you was Dukes of Hazzard and Falcon Crest. Dukes of Hazzard, I didn't really watch that one growing up. Fenty mascara. I don't know if I like that. I can't remember the last time I tried that. And be quiet. So, yeah, oh yeah, you couldn't say a word. You got warned. Now, young lady, you're home from school. My soaps are coming on, so don't bother me. Don't say anything. You got warned. Your mom let you skip school to let you watch Luke. Oh, Luke and Laura get married? No way, she did. And she was possessed too, right? Yes. Oh my God, how many? Yes, that's right. She had a twin sister. She was possessed. She was a good actress. I wonder what they're all doing now. Like some of those, you know, that were on the show. Like Samantha Brady and Carrie, her sister. You know, they grew up on a show kind of thing, right? And it was always cool that some of these children that grew up on the show, they continued with the show. That was their family. I wonder what they're all doing now that, you know, some of these shows are no longer there. And what do you think happened? Why do you think they shut down some of these soap operas? What was the reasoning behind it? I don't know what the reason was. Was it because like more women were out working and they weren't getting as many views? You know, because I know like it started in the time when a lot of women were still home, right? So I wonder what made it stop. What was not to like about Dukes? Two cute guys driving fast in a cool car and occasionally blowing something up. Honestly, Cosmic, I don't think I got that channel. To be honest, we only had 2 channels growing up. I don't think I got that channel. Whatever was on NTV and, was it CBS? Newfoundland Television, and I think it was CBS, literally, were the 2 channels that I had growing up. When we got cable, probably when I was in my teens. I can't remember what I watched on a Friday night. I know a lot of the weekends our parents would rent a VCR and rent a movie. That happened some weekends. Like, I remember that when I was younger. Do you remember that when VCRs first came out? It was a big thing to go rent a VCR and movies. And meanwhile, in Newfoundland too, if you were in Toronto, you probably got to rent a movie in January, and us in Newfoundland probably didn't get it until September, right? We had one movie theater in our hometown. It was $2 to go see a movie. Um, and that one movie would literally play for months. It would be the same movie for months. So, like a lot of the movies that Ian loves from, when the 80s and growing up and stuff, it'll come on TV and he'll be like, "Oh my God, do you remember this movie?" And I'm like, "No, never seen it." And he can't believe some of these really famous movies I've never seen because we only had that one movie theater. And it would literally take, I think, 6 months for a movie to change. You got to watch it like 1,000 times for $2. And it had to be like, the movie had to be something that, I really, really, really wanted to go see. And I would have to talk about it all the time to wait for this movie to come. Because if it was just some random movie, I didn't get to go, right? Because that was $2. On Friday nights, I'll tell you what I did. We were part of the Leo Club, the Lions Club. It was called the Leo Club for kids. And that's what I did on Friday nights. I went to the Leo Club dances. It started at 6 o'clock in the night and it was done at 8 o'clock. So that was when I was a kid, probably 8 to 12, I think. And then after 12, you were able to go to the teenage dances, which started, I think, at 8 o'clock and was over at 12 o'clock. But it still all cost $2 to get in. Unless you were a Leo Club member, which I became for a couple of years. Oh my God, now I'm really going back and thinking some old memories there. More women in the workforce, less cable TV, right? Hi, Blade. Blade said, when you stayed home, you either watched kids' movies, Fern Gully, Anastasia, Disney movies, or you watched PBS TVO shows. You hated soaps. Oh, you were lucky. CBC, Lorinda, that's what it was. I think it was CBC. Yeah, CBC and NTV, I believe. You remember renting the VCR? Blockbuster, yes. Free popcorn. Do you love the Lion Club dances? Oh, yeah, you had Lion Club dances too? Ah, I felt so cool going to a Lions Club dance. That was at like 13 and 14 years old, and then you would, go drinking. If anyone lives in small towns, that happened. Like, I can't imagine my daughter is going to be 14 years old. And some of the things that I know we did at 14 that she probably couldn't even imagine thinking about. You know what I mean? When you live, I'm sure, I don't know what it's like now in a small town, like in my small town for 14-year-olds, I wonder if they're going drinking behind a rock and going to a dance. Like, I wonder if that's happening. Because I know Ian and I discussed it, even though he lived in Toronto, he said they did the same thing. They had like spots that they would, somebody would get them some alcohol and they would go drinking, right? Underage, 14, 15, 16. Some people did. Some of you guys probably didn't experience that. You only needed 2 or 3 beer anyways, and you were done. Or for me, I only needed 2. Half the time I don't think I drank. I think half the time I probably pretended that I was drunk because I didn't like the taste of it. You watch a lot of music TV, Good Rocking Tonight, Toronto Rocks. I remember Solid Gold. And on Saturday mornings, there was a dancing kids show that came on. Something Kids. Was it International Kids or... Oh my God. There was a kids dancing show that came on Saturday mornings. God, what was that show called? International Kids. I love that show. Hi, Michelle. Mini Pops. Love the Mini Pops. Oh my God, yes. Ah, so good. I mean, what a difference when you think about music and stuff and like music videos from when we were kids um, to what's out there now for kids. I mean, look at, when Madonna came out with the song Like a Virgin, you know what I mean? Like all the craziness that happened because of that. And now you look at the lyrics of songs these days and music videos, and it's like nobody bats a freaking eyelash, right? It's insane. Tiny Talent Time. I know I don't know what that is, Cosmic. You hate it being drunk. Kids Incorporated. Yes, that's what it was. You got it. I love that show, Kids Incorporated. One of my favorite shows, I think, that came on, I think was probably on a Sunday night. It was called Life Goes On. Did anybody watch that? I had such a crush on the football player. Can't remember his name. But the girl Becky, her and her brother, his name was Corky. It was one of my favorite shows when I was a kid growing up. I had such a crush on that football player. Kids Incorporated. Let me think if I can remember. I can hear it in my head. I love that show. That one, Solid Gold. Oh my God. There's another one too. American Bandstand. Fergie, the recording artist, she was a little really? I did not know that. I had no idea. Wow. I wonder if I can go on YouTube and find one of those shows, because I couldn't remember now what the shows were about. I can't remember a scene, but I know I loved that when that show came on. And I mean, you sat down and you watched the beauty pageants, the Miss USA and the, Miss World and all that. Like that was a big thing, right? When that came on, even my parents were like, okay, Lisa's gonna watch your show. Your show is on. All of those things like the Grammys, the American Music Awards, that was huge, when we were growing up. I mean, the songs are great too, right? Guns N' Roses showing up, half baked. I mean, this stuff today, like my kids, they're not interested at all. I mean, is there an American Music Awards anymore? The Oscars you would watch. I mean, they had good movies. Music and movies in the 80s were fabulous. And even movies in the 90s. I just find that there's not a lot of really good movies that comes out anymore. Not classics, There are bits of the show on YouTube. You have a few episodes on videotape that you're going to digitize. Oh, wow. Yeah, one of my favorite shows, Kids Incorporated. And on Sundays after church, we would come home and watch the Three Stooges. There was a lot of black and white shows Sunday morning. Like I said, we only had 2 channels. So you had to watch what was on there. Christmas time was my favorite, though, because at Christmas, that's when you got to watch The Wizard of Oz, Snow White, Cinderella, some of your favorites. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the old one, that came on Christmas time. So cool to look back at our younger years. I know, right? I mean, like I said... If I only told Savannah what, we did on the weekends when I was 13 and 14, I think she would be shocked, like my child who does not step outside of her door, Yes. Okay, everyone, I'm going to get off now. I hope you guys have a lovely day. Happy Easter. Thank you so much for joining. I honestly didn't know if anyone was going to come on. And Mario Lopez, Saved by the Bell. Oh, yeah, he was on Kids Inc. You seen a payphone the other day. You're freaked out. No way. It is cool. We had some good stuff, I tell you, when we were growing up. We certainly did. The kids these days, they have no idea. Anyway, happy Easter, everybody. I hope you're all going to have a lovely day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Do do do, Kids Incorporated, K-I